All right, everybody, welcome to the Czabecast. Czabe, Scott Lynn, Al Galdi here. Mr. Solomon, a.k.a. Low Def, chiming in from time to time. Look, today's issue is tattoos. Who here has a tattoo? Anybody? Bueller?
Not me.
Bueller?
No, I do not.
Bueller?
Low Def, no tattoo. His people don't believe in it, Czabe.
My people.
Yes.
I would never get a tattoo anyway.
His people do not believe in it.
They look silly.
You know who does have tattoos? The National Basketball Association. How great is that? They have gone on a tattoo binge like no other league in sports history.
NFL
Maybe
has
it's a
their fair
mirror
share.
of...
I was going to say NFL's got a
and the
good amount,
NHL,
too.
True,
NHL
you don't
is on
see
the
as
come,
much.
too.
Okay, but...
You don't see it, that's true.
And I get every now and then crank emailers or texters saying, you racist. Look, Chris Bird, known cocaine addict.
Birdman, Chris Anderson.
Chris Anderson, the Birdman.
Boxer Chris Bird?
No, Chris Anderson.
That's who I was confusing it with. This guy. You seen this guy?
He is the illustrated man. He looks like a Richard Scarry book.
He looks like a skinhead. And this is turning off fans. All these guys, it's okay to have an arm tattoo, tribal armband, maybe.
Like every O and D lineman in the
Sure.
National Football League.
Exactly.
Because those guys
Or Pam Anderson.
They're gunned up. Well, she can no longer block.
Love her. Love her barbed wire tattoo.
I know
on her
you
arm.
do. Oh, yeah.
So dirty.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just enough. It's just enough. But the stuff on your neck, anytime you're getting neck tattoos, the nuggets alone between Birdman, Kenyon Martin,
Yeah.
with his lips on his neck, as well as
His girlfriend giving him
J.R.
a kiss.
Smith.
J.R.
Did you tat it up?
Smith
Yeah.
has got it crazy. It's-
Carmelo does, too.
Right?
Melo's
when
all tatted
Allen
up.
was out there, Allen got them under the tat cap. When they
I would
moved
like
him.
to know, Galdi, the actual tattoo count in the NBA.
Insane.
Average of 5 per player.
Insane.
For everyone that has
Yeah.
0, somebody has 10.
This might be a dumb
Right?
question.
Average of 5?
If they wore more clothing, would they be getting less tattoos? Because of the uniforms that these
Oh,
guys
yeah. Oh,
sport,
I think you're right.
Yeah.
then the ink would be like,
No
there'd be
question.
no point.
No
Why do you
question.
need them in places where people don't see, though? Like all
Well,
over your back that people don't
Lots
see.
of women have that.
The Tijuana,
So I'm told.
or the Panama City license plate, as they call it.
During Super Bowl week,
The,
I
tramp
observed
stamp.
Ass antlers, tramp stamp.
Tramp stamp.
I
yeah.
observed a young lady in a strapless sort of haltery thing, and she had a crucifix between her shoulder blades.
Of course.
Yeah,
that's
no,
what
that's-
God
A
wanted.
lot of people
And
have
it
that.
was a lot of people. You don't have it.
No, a
Do-
lot
do
of
you,
women
Loda?
have
About
tatted
8
up.
MMA fighters I can name have that.
The crucifix between the shoulder blades. Well, on her, it was hot.
Now, when it comes to wrestling, Galdi, is Vince McMahon pro-tattoo or anti?
I got to say he's pro because a lot of his guys are tatted up, and especially now with the incredible shrinking physiques, you see more and more guys getting tatted up to try to cover up the fact that they lack that muscle mass.
Randy
of
Orton
yesteryear.
just got his entire
Yeah.
arm done
Randy
like,
Orton,
for weeks
both of
and
his
weeks.
arms. They have this guy Shane Helms, who's all tatted up now. He looks a lot different than he used to look.
I think there's too much. I think that there is a correct number of tattoos to look good.
None.
And then at some point, no, there's a couple. If you're a wrestler, an athlete, an NBA player, there's a correct number and a correct
Well, yeah.
placing of all
Too
of
much
them.
of
happened-
anything is bad.
What happened to the one that just said "Mom"? Did that go out with the
Gone
sailors
out.
having them, and that was it?
You have to
Yeah.
have you have to have a caricature, not caricature, but a picture of somebody who's been killed in your family.
Mm-hmm. You have to have some
You must
Chinese
have
writing that may or may not
Chinese
mean
writing.
anything.
Actual
I'll
scripture.
have the number 2.
Skull's still
actual
cool, right?
scripture.
Skulls are not cool.
Something-
Crossbones.
Yes.
Gargoyle on a motorcycle.
Right. Something from
shooting a
Japanese
flaming
dragon
crossbow.
or something.
Something from Corinthians is always good.
It's out of, and nobody has invented the 5-year expiring tattoo.
That's why tattoo removal businesses do very well.
They do buffo
Lasers.
bucks.
How do you know they do well?
Lodef was thinking about getting the Torah right on his back.
How do you know
the
the
entire
tattoo
the entire Torah
I
unscrolled?
heard tattoo removal was painful, expensive,
Yes, I've heard that too.
incomplete, and seldom
Yep.
attempted.
It is painful and expensive. That's why they're doing well.
And
but it's not
no,
even 100% effective.
and it doesn't really work very well. And if you're a white trasher, if you're a cheap whore with
Jeez.
8 tattoos working on the pole down at some
Wonderful.
sleazy
Come on.
strip club, are you going to spend money to get them removed?
Every 5th tattoo
Why?
is someone's girlfriend who they're not dating anymore, so they want to get
Right,
that
but- and
removed.
by
I think
the way,
tattoo removal is struggling in this country.
A
but
friend
it
of
might
mine
just
who
be me.
recently attended a how do you say strip club in English
Script Club.
was
how you
offended
say
by
it.
all the ink. If you're there to look at those
Yes.
bodies,
Yes.
you're not there to read the friggin' yellow pages.
Yes, I know a guy that once went into a strip club or script club and asked one of the scrippers about her tattoo, and she said, "Oh, that's to remind me of the ordeal I went when I had my second child." Wrong answer, sweetie. Sort of a buzzkill. You reminding me that you have a child.
Not one, but two.
There's a lot of things wrong with that statement, too.
Exactly. All right, very good. Thanks, fellas. Let's go get some tats. We'll see you next time.